Happy Thanksgiving. I'm James Fillmore in for Rick Shutt. You can't see it or smell it, but it can kill you. Around 170 people die each year in the United States from carbon monoxide poisoning. That's according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Now at least 3 area fire departments have a tool to help fight the so-called invisible killer. WSBT 22's Kelly Stopczynski shows us why they say it's working. We're told the Penn Township and Warsaw fire departments also have the clip-on carbon monoxide monitors. It's been a week since 65-year-old Daniel Furlong pleaded guilty to murdering 11-year-old Jody Perrick 8 years ago. The mother of his next intended victim has some tough questions for police. In July, 10-year-old Mackenzie Stafford was assaulted by Daniel Furlong. Mackenzie escaped after she says Furlong tried tying her up with extension cords at knife point. But Mackenzie and her mother Kathy say the White Pigeon police officer who responded didn't believe her.
I would call the chief to get some answers and he'd tell me call the prosecutor's office. I call the prosecutor's office. They tell me they don't have anything yet.
Another law enforcement agency close to Stafford's case says there was enough probable cause to arrest Furlong the day he attacked Mackenzie. The prosecutor says Furlong will spend the rest of his life in prison. French President Francois Hollande met with Russian President Vladimir Putin today, just 2 days after his stop at the White House. The world leaders say their countries will work together with the U.S. to fight ISIS. Russia and France have agreed to coordinate their military strikes and share some intelligence information. The two also discussed Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. France's president says Assad must go, but Putin says Syria is a natural ally and its people should choose their leader. A local high school student had the opportunity of a lifetime. Jacob Kessler was chosen to march in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He's from Rolling Prairie. This was his first time in New York City. He plays the mellophone for marching band, but he also plays the French horn for concert band. He says it was exciting seeing all the people and balloons at the parade. He's a junior at New Prairie High School, so he's hoping he can march in the parade again next year.
Everyone around there was so happy to see us, and people were taking selfies with the members of the band, and during the parade itself, everyone was cheering for us.
Jacob arrived in New York on Saturday, so he's been able to do some sightseeing. He heads back to Indiana tomorrow morning. Hundreds of people had a reason to give thanks today. Around 1,500 people enjoyed a free Thanksgiving meal at the Matterhorn restaurant in Elkhart. It was buffet style. There was all sorts of good food, turkey, mashed potatoes, and even some dessert. The Salvation Army and other local organizations help make it all possible. Plus, there are more than 200 volunteers at the event. They've been doing this for years, but the goal is always the same, to bring together the community.
By the end of that meal, some people are exchanging phone numbers because they've made a new friend, and people are coming here because they're lonely, and they come here, they're not lonely when they leave.
Event organizers say it makes them feel good to be able to offer something as simple as a meal to people in need. And people weren't the only ones enjoying Thanksgiving food today. Camp Canine gave the animals they board and foster a special treat. They put turkey, green beans, pumpkin, and whipped cream on top of dog food. You better believe a lot of the dogs ate it right up. Money raised from this Thanksgiving dinner go to a local pet rescue. The tradition of volunteering to cook and provide meals for those in need continued today at Hope Ministries in South Bend. But as WSBT 22's Zach Crenshaw shows us, a new tradition is beginning. John and Katie say they plan to continue volunteering every year and hope others consider joining them too. Hope Ministries not only provides meals for their own residents on Thanksgiving, but they help deliver for real services too. Well, last Thanksgiving, an area coach was told he needed a heart transplant. What he's thankful for tonight, days after his surgery. And the turkey's been eaten, so now what? We show you the people who gave up part of their Thanksgiving to save some money. It was actually pretty nice out there, and some of those people, not very bundled up. Earlier in the day, saw people walking around with shorts, so people out enjoying it, I think.
Yeah, it's that time of year now when back in September, 58, you'd have the sweatshirts on, right? And so now the 50s come back and everyone puts the shorts back on. It was beautiful today, and unfortunately the changes are coming, unless you like cooler weather.
I think we'll take it because this week was pretty busy weather-wise. You know, we saw some snow, rain, fog. Pretty much all of it.
Saw it all, but at least the travel for Thanksgiving, weather cooperated pretty nicely.
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. Well, Black Friday doesn't officially start until tomorrow, but why that didn't stop some people from saving tonight. This weekend is one of the busiest of the year, according to the National Retail Federation. It estimates about 136 million people will head to the stores to kick off the holiday season. WSBT 22's Daniel Kennedy spoke with shoppers who wanted to get a head start on Black Friday deals. Some stores remain closed today to give their employees a chance to celebrate Thanksgiving with their families, but many will be back open early tomorrow morning. The freshman football coach at Lakeland High School giving extra thanks for his life after receiving a much-needed new heart. Coach David Priestley found out 1 year ago, last Thanksgiving, he needed a new heart. Last week, that heart arrived at IU Health. A lengthy and complex heart transplant surgery was performed flawlessly. Priestley is thankful for his life, but knows it comes at the cost of another.
It's really a gift that thank you will never be good enough for. Life is about serving others. And that's kind of the situation I'm in now. I'll always owe somebody for this.
Right now in the state of Indiana, there are 48 people on the heart transplant list. You know, Pete, I'm from Michigan, so a lot of my friends from high school and college were very happy to see the outcome of that Lions game.
So you didn't see many Thanksgiving wins in
No,
your day then.
no,
It's been so long. They played really well today.